229.
Āścaryavat pasyati kaśchidenam.
Āścaryavat pasyati kaśchidenam.
Āścaryavat vadati tathaiva chānyah.
Āścaryavat vadati tathaiva chānyah.
Āścaryavaccainamanya shrunoti.
Āścaryavaccainamanya shrunoti.
Śrutvāpyenam vedana chaiva kaśchit.
Śrutvāpyenam vedana chaiva kaśchit.
229.1. The meaning of the words of the shloka. Ascharyavat, as a wonder. Pashyati is seeing, that is, sees. Kaschidenam, kaschit plus enam, kaschit, someone. Enam, this. Ascharyavat vadati, ascharyavat plus vadati. Ascharyavat, as a wonder, vadati, is speaking, speaks of it. Tathaiva, tatha plus eva, tatha, likewise, eva, indeed. Chanyaha, cha plus anyaha, cha, and anyaha, another. Ascharyavatchainamanyaha, ascharyavat plus cha plus enam plus anyaha. Ascharyavat, as a wonder. Cha, and enam, this, anyaha, another. Shrunoti is hearing, that is, hears. Shrutvāpyenam, shrutva plus api plus enam. Shrutva, having heard, api, even, that is, yet. Enam, this, veda, knows. Na, not. Chaiva, cha plus eva, cha, and eva, at all. Kaschit, someone. 229.2. The meaning of the shloka. Someone sees this, the self, as a wonder, and likewise another indeed speaks of it as a wonder, and another hears it as a wonder, and yet, even having heard, someone does not know it at all. 229.3. Bhāṣya.
Āścaryavad, āścaryam adrishtapurvam, adbhudam, akasmad drishyamanam, tena tulyam, āścaryavad, āścaryam iva, enam, atmanam, pashyati kaśchit. Āścaryavad enam vadati, tatha eva cha anyaha. Āścaryavad cha enam anyaha shrunoti. Shrutva, drishtva, uktva api, enam veda na cha eva kaśchit. Athava yaha ayam atmanam pashyati, saha āścaryatulyaha, yo vadati, yaha cha shrunoti, sa aneka sahasreshu kaśchideva bhavati. Ataha durbodhaha atma iti abhiprayaha.
Translation. Like a wonder. Wonder means not seen before, amazing, seen all on a sudden. Someone sees this self as such a wonder. Similarly, another speaks of this as a wonder. Yet another hears of this as a wonder. One does not know the self even after he sees, hears, or speaks of it. Or, another meaning, the one who sees the self is like a wonder. Similarly, the one who hears it or speaks of it is like a wonder. He is one among many thousands. Therefore, the idea is that the self is difficult to understand. 229.4. Explanation. The sense of wonder is sought to be explained. It is the agitation we feel when, without any warning, we see or experience suddenly something not experienced before. When it is explained that the basis of all phenomena of this universe is the unchanging self, all-pervading but all-surpassing, One hears it in amazement. So does he perceive it, and so does the speaker speak of it. The self is so great that it generates awe in the listener and the speaker. Everything we perceive with our external and internal instruments is its greatness. There are several statements to this effect in the scriptures. Etavanasya mahima, all these are his greatness, says Purusha Suktam in Shloka 3. Gita itself says in Shloka 10:42, Vishtabhyahamidam Krishnam, I having spread in all this. Mundaka Upanishad in 2.1.10 speaks of him as the complete one pervading the universe, Purusha Evedam Vishwam. 229.5. But does the person who perceives it, or having perceived speaks of it, know it? He might have had an intellectual perception of it, but not realized it as his own self. The samskara, see 4.13.3 of volume 1, with which he has come into this world, and the projections of his own mind prevent him from having that realization. He has to adopt that as his life's mission and do tapas. The entire Veda Shastra is about that. 229.6. The Acharya gives another meaning by attributing the quality of wonder to the person who perceives the self. Only one in many thousands is able to do that. This is a reflection of Shloka 7.3 of Gita. Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschid yadati siddhaye yatatamapi siddhanam kaschin mam veti tattvadaha. Among thousands of men, someone strives for perfection. Even among the perfected ones who strive hard, only someone knows me in the real sense. All the world is running after pleasure like the animals running for water in a mirage. In those millions there may be one who wants to seek the truth. Among the thousands of such seekers, one may acquire the wealth of sadhana, practice. Among thousands of those who have the wealth of sadhana, one may control his desire and approach a proper guru in a sense of surrender. One among the thousands of such seekers may have the capacity for contemplation. A true wonder will be the rarest who is able to overcome the temptations and in whom the ignorance disappears and the truth dawns. Katha Upanishad in 1.2.7 speaks of the same thing. Shravanāya bahubhiryo nalabhyaha Shrunvanto bibahavo yanna vidyuhu Ascharyo vakta kushalasya labdha Ascharyo jnata kushalanusishtaha. The Acharya who expounds the self, which is not available even for hearing to many, and whom even the many who hear will not know, should be one with amazing qualities, and the recipient should be amazing in his skill. Amazingly rare is the knower who is being instructed by an expounder with rare skills. 229.7 Bhāṣya.
अथ इदानीं प्रकरणार्थम् उपसंहरन् ब्रूते.
Translation. After this, concluding the topic under discussion, Bhagavan says, 229.8 Explanation. The Acharya introduces the next shloka. From shloka 11, Bhagavan has been speaking about the eternality of the self. Beginning with the statement, the wise men do not grieve, Bhagavan went on to tell Arjuna that the self is without birth or death, everlasting and immutable. He continued to say that bodies begin from the unmanifest and go back there. Why grieve about that which is manifest only in the middle? Though the main part of the topic was over in Shloka 25, the teaching gets concluded in the next Shloka.